Good morning. Here is your video for today's lesson. We're going to do corresponding and vertical angles today. The front side of the worksheet is going to be corresponding angles. The back side is going to be vertical angles. So for numbers 1 and 2, you're just identifying that they're corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are congruent. They have the same angle measure. Okay, so whatever this angle measure is going to be the same as this. Whatever this one is going to be the same as this. Corresponding angles are in the same place. Okay, so like this is on the top left of the parallel line. This one's on the top left of the parallel line. They're in the same place in terms of where the transversal is. So here's our parallel lines. Here's our transversal. Okay, this is in the same spot as this. This down here is in the exact same spot as this one. Okay, basically with corresponding angles, you can like take these 4 angles right here, pick them up, and put them on top of these 4 angles, and they'll be the same. So this one's going to be the same as this one the same as this one right here, the same as this one, and then which one haven't I done yet? Y will be the same as X. Okay, so they're in the same spot in terms of where the transversal is. And since we know they're equivalent or they're congruent, if this is 100 degrees, we know immediately this one's going to be 100 degrees because they're corresponding. They're in the same spot. Okay, we know that if this one's 130 degrees, this one's also going to be 130 degrees because they're congruent. For these ones, just like we did on Monday with the alternate interior and the alternate exterior, since we know they're congruent, we know 21x minus 6 is going to equal 20x. So you can set them equal to each other. Let's see if I can do this. So 21x minus 6 is going to equal 20x. You set them equal to each other because you know they have the same angle measure. And then you'll just solve for x. Okay? So you can minus 21x's this way, or you can minus 20x's this way and add 6 this way. Doesn't really matter. Okay? And then whatever you get for x, that'll be your answer because your directions just say to solve for x. Same thing for this one. You know 8x minus 19 is going to equal 115. Okay, so you know plus 19 is going to equal 115 because you know this equals this. So then just solve for x. Minus 19 to both sides, divide everything by 8. So that's how you do these ones. These ones, once you find x, you need to plug them in to get the angle measures. And just like I told you on the last one, I don't remember which the bold one is because my printer keeps printing in color. But on the worksheet that I posted on Google Classroom, you'll be able to see which one is bold. So again, since these are corresponding, they're in the exact same spot, you know they're going to equal each other. So you know 11x minus 6 is going to equal 9x plus 6. Get all your x's to one side. Minus 9x to both sides, add 6 to both sides, and solve for x. Once you get x, then you're going to plug it back into whatever the bold angle is to find the exact angle measures. And I will give you guys the answer to these in a couple days. So I'll give you tomorrow or Monday's answers probably later on today or tomorrow, so you can check to see how you're doing. Okay, and same thing with this. This 10x minus 10 is going to equal 9x. They're corresponding. They're in the same exact spot. So this is going to equal this. Solve for x, and then once you get x, plug them back in. So that's corresponding angles. The second page is going to be vertical angles. Vertical angles are also congruent, and vertical angles, like they kind of like look at each other. It's like this and this, this and this, this and this, this and this. Avery, I'm videoing right now, okay? Okay, you need to wait a couple minutes. Sorry. This and this, they're vertical. I always say like they're like looking at each other. But they have the same angle. So let's say, well, just like down here, if this one's 130, you know this one's going to be 130. If this one's 134, you know this one's going to be 134. Okay, so they're congruent. And just like we did on the front side, you're setting them equal to each other. Since they have the same angle measures, they're going to equal each other. So this 92 plus x is going to equal 85. So this 92 plus x is going to equal 85, and then solve for x. This 8x plus 17 is going to equal 9x plus 6. set them equal to each other, and then solve for x. Okay, and like we did on the front, you're still finding x here, just like we did here, but now you need to take x and plug it back in to find the angle measure. So if you plug it into this one, whatever one the bold was, once you solve for x, just plug it in and you can get each angle measure. Okay, so this will be your assignment for today and tomorrow. Just like I said before, I'm just going to try and do like an assignment every other day so you have some time and don't feel overwhelmed. And if you want to go on Zoom, if you need any extra help, just let me know and we can set up a Zoom meeting. We can set up a face-to-face so I can go over these with you. But I think me doing this like with the pencil and you watching me write is probably, and talk, probably the most efficient, and that way you can just go at your own pace. So that's what we're going to do for now. And then I'll post another assignment on Friday. So let me know if you have any questions. Again, your assignment for today is corresponding and vertical angles. I did post everything from that first week we were off into School Loop, so your grade should be pretty updated. Some of you are attaching, well, it's saying that you're attaching a file and there's nothing there. So I've been leaving comments asking you to either reattach it or telling you that I can't see anything. So just make sure you're going back and looking at previous assignments and seeing if I leave you any comments. Okay, but make sure your School Loop grade matches kind of what you did that first week off. It should be pretty updated. I'm doing the best that I can, but this is definitely really difficult. So let me know how I can help, and I miss you guys, and I hope we can get a face-to-face going maybe sometime this week, just so we can see each other, because this is definitely hard. Talk to you soon. Bye.